to another episode of Earn Your Strength. Today we're going to be talking about bowel movements. Okay? You're not shitting enough. Plain and simple. There's a big problem with our diet. What's that problem? Meat eating. Okay? Fiber is an indigestible plant product. So you can't get fiber from meat, or the fiber that you do get from meat is so minuscule that it's not really going to make a difference. Fortunately, there is a solution. Solution number one, stop eating meat. It doesn't have fiber in it, ruins our health, ruins our intestines, produces all kinds of bacteria. Stop eating meat. Pretty simple, right? Number two, increase your daily intake of fiber. Now this is a topic that has had a lot of discussion, so let's break it down and talk about it. First off, how much fiber should you have? From my approximation, you should have about 30 to 40 grams a day. If you're a male under the ages of 50 and your calories are about from 2,000 to 2,500, I suggest probably about 35. If you're a female, looking at about 1,500 to 2,000 calories a day under the age of 50, probably more like 25 to 30. But just as an approximation, we'd be looking at about 30 to 40 grams a day. Now, that's from both soluble and insoluble. Right? There's two different kinds of fiber. Soluble is the type of fiber that forms sort of a gel in your gut. It gives you that feeling of satiety. It's very good for weight management, weight control, and sources of soluble fiber would be something like oats, apples, bran, that kind of stuff. Whereas insoluble fiber is the type of fiber that, well, frankly, is good for increasing your stool. You know, it kind of just goes straight through your system. Lots of laxative use insoluble fiber, and you're gonna find insoluble fiber in things like whole grains, whole wheats, that sort of stuff. And you should have both in your diet. Okay? Now, one of the biggest things is, where does that fit in with my carbs, right? Because since fiber is an indigestible plant product, if I'm eating carbs, doesn't that mean that I'm taking away some of my carbs? Well, yes, it does. So if you eat a slice of bread, and the bread has 10 grams of carbs, for example, and the fiber content is about 3 grams of fiber, then you're only actually going to digest 7 grams of carbs. So if you're on a vegan-based diet, or any diet in general, and you're looking to split up your macros, you need to pay attention to the amount of fiber that you're having in a day, because since it's indigestible, it is going to alter the amount of digestible carbs that you can use as an energy source. Okay? So that's one of the things we need to take into account when we're looking at carbs and fiber. The other thing I want to talk about is increasing your absorption properties within your body. So a lot of the foods that we're eating today, like processed food, burgers, you know, chicken breasts that are frozen, that are pre-packaged into Walmart boxes, it's all processed. And everything that's on it helps to decrease the amount of absorption that your body can actually use. Okay? So one of the things that I like to do with my nuts is to soak them and roast them. Because even on a vegan diet, when you're looking at, you know, eating whole foods, a lot of the foods, if you're not going organic, are still sprayed with all kinds of pesticides, and it just makes it difficult for your body to digest. So the easiest way to do that is just to soak them overnight in a big bowl of water, then drain them out, stick them in the oven for 15 to 30 minutes or whatever it is on low heat, and just roast them a bit, and you're going to see a huge difference with, you know, how easy it is to process and absorb all of those nutrients. The last question that I get quite frequently is, what about fiber products? So things like laxatives or Metamucil or no-name brands Metamucil. It's all the same thing, okay? What I want you to understand is that you don't need that. Just like taking, you know, pre-workout or post-workout, it's just a way of monitoring how much you're taking in a day, right? So the only reason that I take a post-workout shake is because I want to give my body the same amount of fuel after every workout. And so that's the only reason I would take a fiber product. It's just to maintain, okay, I'm taking 10 grams of fiber in this little drink. But if you go online and search up the fiber intake on a lot of foods, what you'll see is that a lot of them are consistent. Okay, so an apple, for example, 3 grams of fiber on it. But fiber is on the skin of the apple. So if you're taking the skin off, you're not going to get any of that fiber. And what you're going to see is a lot of plant-based products actually have their fiber on the skins. So you got to really be careful if you're taking off the skins, because you're not going to get the fiber. Okay? So if you're eating an apple, that's about 10% of your daily intake of fiber. And you're getting good carbs, you're getting good sugars. So what about fiber products? I don't really think you need them. If you're really just starting off increasing your fiber intake, okay, maybe I suggest it. But what I want you to think about is that you really have to pay attention to what kind of fiber those products are using, right? Because like I said, there's 2 different kinds of fiber, and you need both for a healthy gut. So if you're only taking Metamucil, for example, you're only going to be getting soluble fiber, which is good. It's good for weight management. Like I said, it forms a gel in your stomach, gives you that feeling of satiety. But then if you're taking a laxative, you're only getting the insoluble fiber. So are you going to start taking both every day? Are you going to take a scoop of Metamucil in your morning shake and you're going to eat a crap ton of laxatives? I don't think that's very good for you. I'd say eat a whole balanced diet that comes from plant products, and you will get your daily recommendation of fiber. You know, all my friends laugh at me because I usually take 4 to 5 bathroom breaks a day, and they think, oh, that I'm crazy and that I shouldn't be taking that amount, but my fiber intake is where it should be. So what I want you guys to start doing, if you're trying to increase your strength adaptation, you're trying to manage your weight, you're trying to even lose weight, you need to look at how much fiber you're taking in on a daily basis. It's very important. Just for your purposes, I have attached a couple of sources that I use, like Mayo Clinic and WebMD, and a scholarly article, and that's about it. I want you guys to really start shitting more. It'll really help increase your strength adaptations, weight management, lowers cholesterol level too. Fiber has shown to lower cholesterol levels. In diabetics, it's shown to help balance your blood sugar levels. Like, there's literally very few health contraindications to increasing your fiber intake. Alright guys, that's it. Please like, comment, and share. If you have any questions, email me or comment in the description below, and I will get back to you. Thanks guys.